Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I am in the WZ111 Tier 9 Chinese heavy tank, and this is the third Tier 9 heavy I ever acquired, I believe. Now it's been a long time, but I believe this was the biggest one. And what attracted me to this one is the high alpha gun, and the play of the tank is also very similar to the IS-3, which is a tank that I absolutely loved. So, T75, T10, Wizard 111-14. I believe those are my first three Tier 9 heavy tanks I ever owned. And this was like one of my favorite heavy tanks tier for tier in the game. Until the Wizard 111 5A came, and pretty much made this thing embarrassingly bad. The 5A is just so much better at everything that it puts this thing to shame. Like, tier for tier, the 5A is just above this. And yes, I know, this plays tier 7s, tiers down. But the 5A also puts 2 tiers down. It sees 8s, which are a little bit more formidable than 7s, but yeah, tier for tier, in my opinion, 5A beats this thing. Alright, so we're going to work this ridge line. The team is pretty spread out. Nice blind shot there. Both teams trade scouts. The alpha damage, the strong turret, the trolley hull armor thing is an absolute beast. I love this thing. Now you trade off a little bit of armor to pick up that alpha damage and mobility, and that's kind of, in my opinion, that's the Chinese line. So you get the alpha damage, but you lose a little bit of gun handling, and then use a little bit of armor, but make up for it in mobility compared to the Russians. We get a shot into that Black Prince, and now I am getting put in a pincer, so I need to act fast here. We get a second shot into that Black Prince, put him on a sliver. I'm really not sure what my team's doing. I'm able to get a shot through the faceplate there, and you can see their team is making a huge push on me, and you're going to be able to see the trolley hull armor here. I go for a snapshot because I just feel like I'm going to be out of time soon. Now, looking back at it, I probably should have aimed that shot, but it is what it is. 75% crew. We're unable to. Okay, I did get the track back on, but we have a T-54E1 behind us. We're going to shell into him. And we end up blocking 750 damage. I think there was a little bit blocked before that, but speed it up. We got 4 tanks left on our team. I don't think we're going to pull this one off. All of them are 7, so our tier 9s didn't do much. We got 1900 damage. Sat in the same location pretty much the whole game. I think alternatively I maybe should have controlled the middle and pushed the beach. I just never know with this map anymore. This map drives me absolutely bonkers. Whatever side I go to, I meet the red team, but somehow I lose the other side of the map. On the left, just got this little here. And T-54E1 can't pen him frontally, decides to ram him with the Oni a little bit more damage. one, but there's a tiger behind him. There's a bunch of tanks behind him. They shut him down. So picking up 2,500 damage, 250 assist, 750 blocked, 434 XP earned. Not a good start to the WZ111. Hopefully we can do better. And I apologize, the Germans. I love those German heavy tanks. Well, the 45B is iffy, but the Mauschen and the E75 to me are just absolute brawling studs. And I didn't get to feature them. Not to mention my gameplay was subpar, but like I said before, with the 75% cruise, if the tank is already a non-mobile tank, then a 75% crew is going to really emphasize that. It's going to be hard to make up for that lack of mobility. Whereas like the T10, WZ111, and 103, these tanks have decent mobility, so having a 75% crew doesn't really affect the mobility too badly. I mean, obviously, if you put in like a 10 skill crew into this tank, if you have 2 mobility skills, it's gonna help it out, but it's fast enough to not do that. What skills really help out this thing is going to be its gun handling, vision, in my opinion. Obviously repairs are always important in a heavy tank. You can get your track back on, your armor frontally, but it's not like this thing's armor is dependable. It's trolly and usable, but it is not something that you're just going to depend on unless you're maybe like in a 7 match. Get a shot in that Centurion 7-1. And we're just going to work this little ridge line right here. Corner, I should say. 110 tracks me. Get a shot into the Centurion, and I realize that there's a Patton in front of him. Now there's a Chisel pushing on me. I ask for help. I'm hoping that my teammates on the 0 line pull around, give me some assistance here. They're all sitting behind the hill there. And I feel like the more I don't keep the guys in the back spotted, the higher the chance of them coming up here and pushing. There's a 110 that shot me earlier. They're able to get a shot right into his side. And it looks like this Patton is coming all in me. He's going to try to stay behind me. Use him as a shield in between me and the 110. Now we're just going to get back on the corner. Should get easy lower plate shot there. Looks like it went high to the left. Bounce off the shoulder plate. 110's shoulders are angled really fairly well, I should say. They're a little bit steeper than like the IS-3, but the lower plate is way more exposed, a little bit harder to hide on the 110 than the IS-3. We're able to shut him down. Up to 2,500 damage, 1,800 assisted, so we're doing a good job in this game. Get loaded up for the Pershing, take another ammo rack. And they sent a ton of tanks to this lower flank, but they didn't push it out. Not 100% sure why they didn't push it out. They must be on green team. Alright, WZ111 tank tech tree. I think it's underrated. I really enjoy the mobility, high alpha, deal with the bad gun handling. even though RNG drives me crazy sometimes. If you are in position, aim your shots, generally your RNG isn't going to affect you. Since the south corner is taken care of, I'm going to move up here, move to the middle. Highlights of this line, the Stewart was pretty fun. The 110 I liked. That's the first tank though that doesn't have like the higher alpha. It's a Type 59. Thought that was a nice tank. It's a T-34 with a big gun on it. Take this Pershing down. Centurion takes my ammo rack. Move over to the Centurion. We're able to get another shot into him. And we are up to 4,200 damage, 2,000 assisted, 1,600 blocked, 3 kills. And I think that's going to do it for this game. One guy left to take care of. Very nice game in the Wizard. This is what I remember. Just pure dominance in this thing. Oh, this is so fun. Whenever I was having a hard time, I'd just jump into this. And now it's the 5A. Like, if you're ever struggling, just jump into your 5A. The thing can just get work done. To me, it's kind of boring. It's like the Mario of World of Tanks. Like, you want a tank that's great at everything, just pick Mario. There might be a little bit of resentment just because it really took this tank and made it relevant. But this, I would say, is a formidable, good tank. So it's a highlight for sure. The IS-2. For some reason, I like that more than the IS. Got a little bit more mobility, a little higher alpha, but worse gun handling, which the IS has really bad gun handling. So, I don't know. Didn't mind the IS-2 though. Had that tank forever. Did end up selling it, but like I said, tier 7s I think I'm gonna buy back. So we throw down an ace tanker with a 75% crew. That is solid. We get 1,700 XP, which brings us to 6,700 damage, 2,300 assists, 2,400 blocked, 2,200 XP earned. And this game really made up for the first game and put this thing in contention for the playoffs, which I'm excited for. Hopefully we can get the good old WZ111 in the playoffs, because this tank, there's just nostalgia for behind it for me. So we get on Severogorsk. This should be a good one. Can work some ridge lines, stay hull down. You can hide from Arty generally well on this map. Should I say that? Or should we say? This line really helps you be patient, because with the higher alpha you have longer reloads, not to mention your aim times and your accuracy are bad, so you have to learn to be in good position to have your gun aimed, because if you're constantly fidgeting or moving around, you're just going to have full bloom shots and you're going to miss your shots. So to be really effective in the Chinese tanks, you have to really know map positioning, or you got to be a good brawler. If you can brawl, then these tanks can do it with the best of them. Okay, so we don't have a lot of help here. We have one medium tank, but it doesn't look like they sent much either. I'm not going to get overly aggressive here though, because once again, 75% crew, plus I'm in a competition. so I don't want to just throw my tank away. 1390 comes around the corner, we're able to put a shot at him. They also have a WZ111 sitting on the corner there, and they have a Japan 2 coming. Maybe he's not coming, but he's back there. Alright, so the 1390 pops back up, we're able to get another shot into him. Fall back, reload. We're going to see if we can't find one more shot on that 1390 and take him down. Alright, so there's a lot of red popping up on the map. They're starting to flank my team, so I feel like I need to make this push. And we look for a shot into the wizard. And sure enough, we were able to get it. He just snapshots right into our front of our hull. Honestly, knowing the bloom on that thing, I was close enough for that to be consistent and land, but he really got lucky, in my opinion. Track that Japan 2, he fixes it, he tracks me, and now this 1390 is going to come over. Thinks twice about it. Get my track fixed. I don't really want to drive into this crossfire here, but I have to do something. The WZ111 pushed on the medium tank, killed him. 3-6. Chose to drove out in front of the Japan 2. That probably was the wrong move. Should have stayed there. Killed him maybe. And now, as he comes over, he rolls his tank on the side, kills me, and that is going to be that. So, kind of misplayed it there. I should have left the 1390. He only had 2 shells anyways, I believe. So killed the Japan 2 and work my way to the wizard and just kind of keep an eye on the 1390. We might have been able to get through that situation a little bit better, but it looks pretty bleak, so I don't know if we would have been able to pull it off, but I've seen worse. So my 2 German heavy tanks holding strong here. Good defensive location. And they pretty much just tried to hold that the whole game. See how that works. You definitely can win by playing defense in this game, but offense generally is going to get the job done more consistently and faster. So let's see how we did here. Pick up 2,600 damage isn't bad. 0 assists, didn't have any arty shooting for us. Pick up 2nd place. So even though the whole team went to the other side, they lost that flank. But the Reds arguably went there too. So damage, 9,300 whopping damage, 2,300 assists, 3,000 block, 2,700 XP earned. I think that should be enough to get it into playoffs, which I'm excited for. And we're coming up on the end. We've got a few more left. Notably the Emil 2, which I don't feel like is the best out of that line. But I'll talk about that more when I get there. I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.